Okay, y'all ready for this? Shit. The parasocial problem with live streaming. Ah, fuck. There we go. Look at how the world has changed. Is it loud enough? Pokemanes! Let's trade Pokemon cards, bruh. Bruh. Look, everything was 8-bit and happy. Remember those days? Oh
This whole
shit.
platform feels like a symptom of loneliness. Like people want company.
I actually watch your streams every fucking day, just so I don't feel lonely.
I'm addicted to forming parasocial relationships with female streamers on Twitch, especially the Asian ones.
The internet that was once an escape from real life has become a platform embodying an ongoing epidemic of loneliness. In my last video, I explored the virtual companionship sites like OnlyFans provided to mostly lonely men. And as many of you pointed out, these pseudo-relationships span across the entirety of the internet. Live streaming on platforms like Twitch closely emulates the dynamic of friendship and community between viewers and streamers, creating the illusion of a social relationship. Viewers are drawn to streamers' personalities and for the opportunity to interact with them, even if they are limited to only using a chat box. A live stream broadcast is not designed for one-on-one interactions. It's designed for an audience. So in trying to make sense of this gap, I decided to interview a few streamers, some large, some small, as well as viewers of theirs in order to explore their perspective on the strange social landscape created
so
by
those
live
viewers
streaming.
have shit
I've
fucking
also
equipment,
volunteered
shit
myself
fucking
as a
webcams,
test
dude.
subject of
Fucking
sorts, as
basic
both
ass.
a streamer and a viewer to better understand the psyche on both sides of the screen. When it comes to these screens and the way we interact with them, the relationships between people often shift from being social to parasocial. The term parasocial invokes images of a creepy, fiendish parasite latching onto you, sucking out your blood and showing no remorse for whatever damage it may inflict. And in some ways, that's an accurate description. The term was first used by psychologists in the 1950s in reference to the media at the time. Long before live streaming on the internet was popular, television shows, movie stars, and radio personalities played a similar role in captivating the attention of viewers and listeners, who were often drawn in because on some level they felt some connection with the broadcasters.
Where I'm going, you can't.
Yeah, because it's face-to-face interaction. We fucking crave that.
Take much to see that the problems of three little people don't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world.
In effect, those forms of media were creating a similar environment to what the live streamers of today are. A performative, one-sided form of communication that doesn't facilitate social reciprocity. What I mean by that is, as a viewer, you watch a streamer over the course of many hours, days, or even years. You listen to what the streamer has to say, maybe you even grow to like their personality, and maybe you care for them as you would care for a friend. And yet, the streamer knows next to nothing about you. Does not share the same level of interest in you.
It's literally a bunch of simps.
To them, you're primarily just a name in a chat box. It's easy to forget.
Okay, no, literally, this fucked me up when I went to TwitchCon last year, okay? There were people that I had no fucking clue what they looked like. I knew nothing about them. The only thing that I knew was the name on their badge, because I've seen their name in my chat before, and they'd come up to me and they'd be like, Oreo. And I'd be like, who the fuck are you? Oh, fuck, dude. Okay, oh my god. And I would always feel bad, like I didn't, like I should have known. Like I should have fucking known. But it's like, oh my god, like this, like no, because no, that's the really fucked up thing. Like, Fear Streak is a real person. Like, I know that already. We all know that about each other. But, like, when you actually fucking tangibly, like, are there and witness it, it's like, oh my god, dude. They're actually a real fucking person. They're more than just that name on in the fucking... Like, really. I'm not even fucking joking. Like, that's literally the fucking mind-blowing thing that happened. And maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm a piece... I don't know. I don't know if I'm a piece of shit or not. But, like, I was just like, damn. Damn, dude.
Behind these names are real, live people.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like if I'm watching, you know, like Ninja or Shroud or someone like that, I'm watching a show. Whereas if I'm watching Asmongold, I'm watching a person.
Live streaming attracts viewers for two main reasons: entertainment and interaction.
Yeah.
Larger streams with tens of thousands of viewers tend to crank the entertainment factor all the way up, but it comes at the cost of interaction with viewers. So what kind of social environment do smaller
God,
streams
it's so fucked up
facilitate?
though. Vape Train, how's it
Get
going?
a wig, yes. I like occasionally do this thing called a hairborne stream, where chat gets to choose like the color of wig.
Tyga's the
Streamers
dude.
who only have like 10 people in their chat, you actually, for the more, like most part, you become
YouTube
more
anti-Semitism?
and friends, if you will.
If you're a massive streamer, you're getting that quadruple average digits. Even if you want to get to know your chat's going like brrr, like you can't even. It becomes really difficult for you when you're small.
That's why I'm not growing. Because you guys won't let me grow, because you guys enjoy this fucking connection we have with each other, and you know that if I get too big, eventually I'm not going to be able to keep up with all of you, and you don't want that. That's why you're all holding me back. It's your fault. It's your fault. Isn't it? Hey! That's what it is, isn't it? You're like you staked your fucking claim on me. You've planted your seed inside of me with your subscriptions and your bits and your friendship, and now you don't want to share me with any other people. Anytime you see a new person in the chat come in, you're like, get the fuck out of here. He's my streamer. My streamer.
You got two guys in your chat, and that's their name, just repeating over and over and over again. So whether you want to or not, you could be like, yo chat, what do you think? But it's those.
You know, look at them big old titties. Damn, them some tiggle, but damn, dude. God damn, you know, that could probably fucking put a dent in the wall. Holy shit.
Two guys, you're reading their names over and over again. You're going to eventually see them as like, yeah, that's that guy. Gamer57.
Yeah, that's that guy. Like, yeah, Beer Bash, that's that guy.
With smaller streams, it feels more like a group of
Max
people
Johnson, that's that guy.
rather than just getting lost in the
It's like, oh my god, this is a real person. Pretty much what you. Yeah, exactly, Max.
Mostly, but I'm a really, I feel cozy person when it comes to my stream, and I'm open.
I love her
and honest,
tattoos.
And I think people really like that. Like, I'm not putting on an act. I'm just an exaggerated version of myself.
Kazooie Girl and Bobber WCC are both smaller streamers.
See, this is the really fucking crazy thing. I'm not an exaggerated version of myself. This is literally how I react when I'm around like-minded people. Obviously, when I'm in public, I'm not going, what the fuck, dude? You know, I'm in the middle of the grocery store, but, like, this is literally what I'm like with everybody else. Yeah. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. Actually, that's kind of cringe. I don't know why I interrupted to say that now.
With active communities.
I'm
By
real,
talking to them
guys!
And their viewers, I got the sense that they were using the site with a mutual interest in forming meaningful relationships within these live streaming communities.
it's a great way to meet friends, but not actually like be stuck there if it's an awkward situation.
So it's like almost a social outlet for you, it sounds like.
Oh yeah, I stay in my room like 24/7. I rarely try to get out.
I prefer to watch also small streamers like Bobber, where the community can be really small.
Kazooie Girl also shared insight into the strange expectations new viewers have, and how Twitch as a platform seems to cater to sex appeal-based streamers over gaming-based streamers.
I do find Twitch definitely favors them over female gaming streamers, if you want to put it, and it is extremely frustrating. I try not to voice my frustrations over it because I think a lot of people
frustrations
are definitely defensive about like titty streamers and saying there's nothing wrong and stuff. Women should be allowed to express their bodies, but I do think there's other places for that, and it's giving Twitch a bad name.
Yes and no. I think people just need to fucking distinguish the difference between like a girl who like their main thing is like chatterbait and they just come to Twitch to like, you know, get people's curiosity and then take them in for the kill later when they convert them over to chatterbait. And then there's like the girls who genuinely just like want to game and just want to like stream and entertain a crowd and everything. It's like, guys, put your fucking dicks away and think for 2 seconds in front of your face, please.
In recent years, Twitch has made itself a welcome platform to more sexualized female streamers. The popularization of streamer girls who use their sex appeal as the main draw for viewers seems to bring upon unintended consequences to gamer girls like Kazooie Girl, who have absolutely no intentions of advertising themselves.
And you know she fucking dresses like this because she tries to just like dress as conservative as possible so that nobody fucking comes in and is like, nice titties, bitch, you wanna suck my dick? You know, it's like, she shouldn't have to do this. Men should just not be fucking creepy and fucking go and DM women and be like, I'm outside your house right now and I'm touching my nuts. It's like, guys, listen. Men, listen, here's the deal. I'm gonna go back to my analogy of The Sims. You keep sending her text messages, you keep fucking trying to call her, you keep trying to talk to her, and every time she either ignores you or she fucking, like, you get like maybe 1 or 2 word messages back. She's not interested. Move on. It's not like The Sims where you just fucking spam like talk, relationship bar goes up, and you just keep talk, and then woohoo! That's not how it works. Some people are not interested in you. And you need to realize that because you're acting fucking entitled. You're acting like the world owes you something because this girl needs to fucking, you know, go out with you and suck your dick because, like, you know, you worked hard. No, it's like capitalism. You know, you worked hard, but you did it for something that was completely fucking worthless, a waste of your time. You know? Like, where does working hard get you? Did you actually, like... Because I don't know if you guys knew this, but sex is a lot better with women when they actually want to fuck you. Believe me. I've had both, and one is considerably better than the other. I'm just saying.
Sexually or playing into that type of fantasy at all.
I gotta stop going on fucking rants.
That seems to be what viewers on Twitch have been conditioned to expect from all girl streamers.
If I wear like Twitch merch out in public, people will ask me, are you
That hoodie's zipped way too fucking low. I'm just like, oh my god, oh my god. I just want to, you know what I mean? I got tier 3 sub to this. The fuck yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
Streamer, and I'll say yes, and they'll be like, oh, are you like one of those streamers? That's like the first question I get. And
okay,
that's
maybe I
just
went a
what
little
Twitch
far
is
with that.
making now.
While making this video a fascinating case study directly tied to the abundance of suggestive streamers and parasocial relationships has come to light, and it's worth taking a deep dive into.
I mean, look, the one thing I gotta say about female streamers on Twitch, especially the ones that, I mean, come on, they're using their looks to their advantage. They know what they're doing. I think we can all agree that there are girls on this platform, ladies on this platform, they don't center their content. I mean, that's basically Pokimane. She knows she's fucking attractive, and she flaunts it, but not so much so that it's like a fucking, like, you know, tease show, but like, there's that happy medium where it just leaves you always wanting more. I know how you men think. I happen to be one of you.
A hardcore Twitch viewer, Eric Estavio, filed a civil...
But I have ascended. I'm better than you now.
...suit against the site, seeking $25 million
oh, yeah, this story!
To suggestive
this
streamers
is what a fuck.
Provided by Twitch. It's also worth noting that he's sued Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, and Blizzard in the past, and he's won none of those cases. Interestingly, in the complaint, it is stated that Eric suffers from depression, OCD, panic disorder, agoraphobia, Crohn's disease, and sex addiction. Due to this, he spends all day viewing Twitch streams, following a whopping 786 female streamers and 0 male streamers. He asserts that Twitch...
See, there are dudes out there who specifically use Twitch to jerk off. So why the fuck would you want them in your shitty Fortnite stream?
Has exacerbated his condition
Stealing
by constantly
viewers.
displaying suggestive streamers to him, which he can't avoid being exposed to when online. It doesn't take a lawyer to figure out that lawsuits such as
and they
this
fucking
one
use
hold
Alinity's
no legal
picture.
weight,
Goddamn.
but it does serve as an interesting
She doesn't get a fucking
form
break,
of
does she?
activism. Interestingly, this lawsuit, which ultimately is a statement of the power certain female streamers have
Wait, why the
over
fuck is
men,
Filthy Frank
comes
in
out
there?
around the same time as Twitch and YouTube's very own Me Too movement of sorts, wherein dozens of girls in these communities are sharing their stories and ousting men who were allegedly involved in sexual misconduct.
Oh,
a few
yeah!
Twitch streamers have already been banned as a result of these stories coming out.
I forgot
Online
this video was this
platforms
recent.
certainly make for a strange and tumultuous type of social dynamic. While more meaningful social interactions do occur amongst smaller streams, one of the most popular streamers on Twitch, Asmongold, has a more unique approach, making a point of trying to facilitate as much social reciprocity between him and his viewers as possible.
Alright, Asmon, you take ads then.
Oh, I'm taking ads?
You'll take the ads then, Rob.
Fuck, man.
Encouraging interaction and community events despite having tens of thousands of viewers.
I think a differentiation here that you could maybe use for me is that I try to look at people instead of fans. I look at them as viewers, right? Because it doesn't necessarily imply the same type of worship as a fan does. You know, fan is obviously short for fanatics. So I don't like that. I treat all of my viewers and just people that are watching my stream as just like guys that I would probably maybe hang out with or not. And if certain people I feel are being too attached in a way that I feel is unhealthy, and you know, in terms of like, I guess what you would call a parasocial relationship, that's definitely not something that I want to promote. But I think that having a healthy relationship with your viewers and even having that be a one-on-one thing is completely okay, as long as the people that are going into it both have the same level of expectation.
Boundaries.
I do like a pickup group with
boundaries. It's so fucking important, because there's just some people. It's goddamn. But that is so. That's what I've been fucking doing. I don't have fans, I have viewers. I cannot imagine anyone being a fan of me. Watching me, though? Absolutely. Sure. We know all about you and we don't even have to ask. You know all about me? Name my top 3 memories of all time.
With Asmon, and like I said, I'd add these people on VTag after, and they just over time became like my regular WoW friends, and I wouldn't have met them if it weren't for Asmongold, which I think is something that I can't really say for a lot of other streamers.
But when attracting dozens of thousands of live viewers, there's only so much interaction one person can provide.
I had fears that one day I'm just gonna fall off and I'm not gonna be entertaining anymore, and that people aren't gonna want to watch me, or that people aren't gonna like me.
Bro, that's exactly what fucking happened to me after my partner push, because like I got partnered and then nobody wanted to watch me anymore because I got partnered, and that now it's like, oh shit, so wait, you're telling me that I wasn't entertaining and that you guys didn't want to like just watch me because you like watching me? And they're like, yeah, no. I mean, like, you're entertaining, but like I don't want to watch you. I don't care about you anymore. You're annoying or whatever. You know, it was just... But I got partnered! Hey! Hey! That's what I'm talking about, you know? And ever since, we've just been on a fucking... Have I shown you guys... Hold on, let me show you guys this. I want you guys to know my fucking pain. It's important. Hang on. Because for those of you who don't know, you're about to know. Alright. That's my fucking... Since I started streaming, November 18th, 2017. This is a week-by-week play of my average viewership. Man, dude, that sucks. Doesn't it? Man, I just keep thinking about the fucking glory days over here. Even though these days were kind of like cringe now that I think back to them. And now we're here. Literally the shortest bar I've ever had since... Wow. This has been a bad fucking week. But you know what? I don't care. I don't fuck... Whatever. Look, if people don't want to watch me, like I give a shit. Anyway, we're getting totally off topic. I keep talking about myself.
Mizkif is one of the largest streamers on Twitch, but unlike Asmongold and many others, he got to that position in a very
But I do want to say, I do appreciate all you guys that watch. I do. I really do. Even if it's not as many people, like, I still appreciate the people who stick around. And I'm not saying that as like a fucking like, you know, I'm panicking like, don't leave guys, I love you. Because we all know how that goes when we try to be like, but I love you. Do you though? You know what I mean. You know what I mean. No, I mean it.
Short amount of time.
When I feel like people like me, Poke, Greek, XUC, we have this relatability of people that they feel like they could be friends with, people that they feel that they could know, and that makes them more inclined to watch us over other people. I think the reality is this when it comes to Twitch. You can never...
That's why streamers try to, like, let people... Kitty! You're fucking up my green screen, you bitch! What, now you're awake? Here. Stupid ass bitch. Ah! Alright. Yeah, he has a new toy he's flipping around. Beer Bash will be back. Alright, hey. I'll see you. I'll be here. Probably.
Blame the viewers. You can't blame 10,000 people. Like, it's just not a thing. You can't blame your chat for anything because the reality is you are in control.
The fuck I can't.
and you have to be able to figure out what to do and what not to do.
For Mizkif and many other popular streamers, the viewers are a collective known as the chat. Representing the sometimes tens of thousands of people watching, the chat room is a living reaction to everything a streamer is saying.
So if I put coal there and I put iron there, PogChamps and chat occur.
Interestingly, that audience also seems to attract some viewers with similar goals to the streamer, where being noticed and acknowledged by the streamer amongst thousands of other viewers provides an elevated level of attention.
Oh, like marbles. That's why it's so popular.
Oh yeah, I type a lot. You could ask a streamer like Mizkif or Pokeballs, because they are very fond of me typing a lot in chat, because I'm VIP in there. A lot of viewers are sometimes annoyed by me, or they love me a lot because I can be really entertaining to the chat.
I think having a streamer notice you in chat is always interesting, just in general. Makes you feel good or something.
He turned his head, he looked me straight in the eye!
The chat can be a source of great confidence and support, but it can also be a source of great distress and headache, as Mizkif explained to me.
But I think some people that really try to get a friend out of me are people that donate to me like crazy, right? Like, you'll have some of these guys that gift me thousands and thousands of dollars in gifted subs or in general, and those people want either a lot of attention, which is why they do it.
Yep.
Or they typically want to be my friend.
Yep.
Right? They're trying to buy their way into my life.
Yep.
I've had multiple people give me tons of money and then like, hey, dude, do me a favor. Can you host me afterwards? Or, hey, dude, can you do me a huge favor?
What did I say? What have I been saying? You think I don't get this shit? I get it all the fucking time. All the fucking time.
You know, just I answer my DMs.
I hate that shit, dude. I hate it.
You know, I feel guilty that this guy's gonna be thousands of dollars and I'm not gonna just answer his messages.
Right. It's literally cornering you. They're literally cornering you with kindness. And if you don't reciprocate, the fuck's gonna happen? Oh. Fuck. Like, goddamn.
It becomes more and more and more that they're just trying to bother me and just trying to get my attention constantly. And that's not, you can't, just because you give me money doesn't mean I'm gonna be your friend or play games with you or hang out with you. That's not how it works.
Right.
You know?
In my own experiment, having just a few hundred
Sims,
active
take
viewers
note.
made it nearly impossible to engage with people in the chat on an individual level. This is where the call to response type relationship with viewers arises from. How old is everybody in here? Type your age in the chat. Go ahead, type your age in the chat. I want to know how old each of you guys are.
How old is everyone?
54, 21, 23.
69! My man! There's some 69s!
Smart, Ben's game,
yes,
emoji,
dude.
Firehouse emoji, upwards arrow,
I asked you for help once. What did you ask me? Did I help you? Or did I fucking cold shoulder you?
This type of communication turns individual viewers into a collective
Do you love me?
Even before the popularity
oh, you have
of
a
live
yeah, I
streaming,
love
this
you.
type of
You have a
linear
sub badge.
communication was used by TV shows.
Oh,
especially
good.
children's
Okay.
cartoons.
Yeah, well, I figure if I didn't help you, you probably wouldn't be here right now. That's how they get you.
Taking this a step further, a lot of streamers will use terms like we or us when addressing their chat.
Oh, he's
because
all
they want
catnipped
viewers
up.
to feel like they are part of the same collective group as the streamer.
We do what we do, and I say we because it is a community thing. It isn't us.
I don't love any of you because that's fucking creepy. I am a dancing monkey on your fucking computer screen. And maybe if you come to TwitchCon, maybe I'll pretend I do know you, and I'll talk to you. Oh God, and I might shake your hand. Fuck! Would you buy me a beer? Fuck no, dude! What, now I gotta commit money? Fuck that!
I can only do half of it.
Buy your own! You bought the plane ticket to come out here, you got money.
Dandy.
Get the card out.
With the Twitch Prime. We hit 15,000!
We're going to the bear's house with a very sleepy bear.
However, despite this type of language, the streamers are very much in their own social bubble. Popular streamers are on a virtual stage, and the audience is watching from their seats. If your job was to broadcast for several hours every single day to thousands of viewers, you too might develop an unhealthy view of yourself in relation to others.
Lost all of my connections to people, so I just...
Dude, look at that fucking chicken pot pie hot pockets he's just got fucking sitting right there. That doesn't is that even supposed to be? What the fuck? Why does that look like that's just edited in there? And the fucking box of tissues, you know what that's for. Alright.
Very lonely a lot. It's sad, but that's just how it is. To be when you got to make a lot of sacrifices, and if you're not already in a relationship before you start streaming or during streaming, then it's really hard to find someone new and you haven't been outside in a very long time.
You know, streamers in general, and I think YouTubers are in our own bubble because our world does revolve around us. As much as we don't want to say that, it does. And you know, I stopped talking to my grandma as much as I wish I did, and she died recently, and I was like, crap. Like, I definitely should have called her more. I definitely could have done more stuff, but I'm just so obsessed with my job that it stopped that. And then I also don't call my family as much because of streaming constantly.
Having thousands of people regularly watching you also tends to make them very invested in your personal life.
These viewers became obsessed with our relationship. Obsessed. Obsessed. It was bad. And I hated it.
Bro, she's cute. I want to fuck her. Are you fucking her? What's it like to fuck her? What's she look like naked? How's her pussy taste, bro?
I absolutely hated how obsessed these viewers came over.
That's what they ask.
I didn't realize how much of an impact it would have. And a lot of YouTube channels started to take our videos and were like, oh my god, Maya and Mizkif talked, and they were getting like 250,000, 500,000 views. And all it was talked about on live stream fails and Twitch was...
Look at that. Look at that. Man, I can't wait to get big enough for the day when people start using my content for their content. That's gonna be how I know. That is the fucking... That's the mill. That's how you you just use other people's content for your content. Yeah.
Maya. Yeah, it definitely affected my community pretty hard.
Streamers are just one of many different types of celebrity to experience these highs and lows. A celebrity's ego and sense of importance is inflated by the attention of others, while at the same time their personal life
that's how it goes.
evaporates away, being absorbed by that same attention. I spoke with one final popular streamer who has a trait that separates him from his peers. Connor Eats Pants doesn't just tell his viewers that he's one of them, he actually embodies that role without showing his body at all. Connor doesn't use facecam on stream, and so the level of separation between him and his viewers is far less.
I'm the everyman streaming, you know? I feel like maybe in some way not having a cam makes it more of like a collaborate, like you feel more involved, like you're active, like you're seeing your chat messages go on the screen with other people. It's like this isn't just watching Connor, this is a group of people enjoying this and making the stream happen.
The way Connor got into Twitch also seems to reflect the reasons many of his viewers have done the same.
The reason I always came to streams is the same reason that I stream. I came to streams because I wanted either something on in the background, something that is funny in the chat that I can mess around in, basically just forget about my day and relax and have a good time. And so now I try to provide that same thing to others. And so my intention, I would say, is never to have people unhealthily live through me, I guess. I've always put out my stream to be for people like me.
As a viewer, Connor sought out Twitch because it was an escape from his real life. But now, as a streamer, it's the real world which he occasionally feels the need to escape into.
It's almost on a reverse now, where like I
That's
get
weird
afraid
how
if I
that
ever screw up
flips.
online, I want to be able to escape back to my real life and just turn off the computer or something. I mean, that's obviously a fear. Not that I do anything bad, but you know, you see people just get absolutely destroyed on the internet for a mistake, and it's like, oh man, like that's a scary thought.
And that same escapism is what fuels the desires of many Twitch viewers who spend significant portions of their lives sitting there, watching streams and trying to participate in these online communities.
See, Pokimane is like that fucking, like, girl next door that you always wanted to fuck, but you never did, and you're like, you know, you just... Oh, man, dude. Oh, man, dude. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, I should stop streaming. I'm not funny. Oh, that's okay, Lyco. Unless you're an esports streamer, you really don't have much of a fucking chance anyway, unless you just have, like, this fucking, like, you've just been fucking grinding for, like, a decade, dude. Like, streamers like me, we don't get far. Like, what I'm doing right now is what, like, someone who is already huge would be doing, because, you know, at a certain point, people come to you for different things. Like, they like your reactions, but they don't like watching you play WoW. They like you're just chatting, but they, you know... You're gonna have, like, an audience for every flavor, and that's kind of what you have to aim. So don't be like, oh, I'm not funny. Like, you can be good at a game. You can be serious. You can be you. Just be you. It doesn't, you know, I know that's such a fucking blanket statement that means nothing, but seriously, just, like, don't try to appeal to people at all, because you're not going to get the kind of people that resonate with you when you do that. You're going to get people who are just as, like, they're faking it as much as you are. You know what I mean? If you're genuine, you're going to attract people that resonate with that genuine personality of yours. I struggled with this too. I still struggle with it to this day. I get it. I know. But there's lots of ways to skin the cat.
Communities.
How much time do you spend on Twitch, like on average a day or a week, if you can estimate that?
Probably like 4 to 5 hours a day, so a week would be 35 hours, because I try to avoid people like the plague.
I do spend a good amount of my time watching streams. Back when I was like playing WoW, I'd have them on in the background, especially Asmongold, so they'd be on for a long time.
Asthma
Cold.
3 years I've used up a lot of my time on Twitch, and it's made me feel very, very different, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. Like, I've lost a lot of time just sitting there trying to be dedicated to Twitch channels.
I would say that
God,
having
that's
friends is
crazy.
way better than having the attention, because you have people that you can actually talk to and get good attention from, instead of like the attention for like 2 seconds that you get that doesn't really mean anything.
The experience of these viewers isn't so different from Connor's. It's not so different from Ms. Kiff's.
See, I think a lot of these people, myself included, are just very, like, in some way, shape, or form, they're very socially awkward, or they're very, like, antisocial, or, I don't know, they're just afraid of socializing. And a lot of that usually comes from, like, you know, like, they were bullied in their past, or they never got the kind of validation that they needed from their parents as they were growing up and shit. Because that kind of stuff's important, right? And you never truly accept yourself because you're never convinced that you are what everyone, like, constantly tries to tell you are. That's imposter syndrome, essentially. You never know what it's like to feel fulfilled. Like, you never know what does that make sense? Like, you never know what it feels like to be like, yes, I am good at this, and I know it because this. You can never fucking comprehend that. You can never accept that. It's fucked up. I hate it. And I think because of that, a lot of us become very reclusive. And that's why we live in front of our fucking computer screens all day. Because, well, I mean, you know, Corona didn't really help all that much. But, like, even before that, like, a lot, like, I constantly see the joke go around, like, you know, oh, Corona, I've been social distancing for years. Oh, you know, fucking, you know what I mean? Like, people like that. Like, yeah, essentially, like, I'm the same way. I had a fucking traumatic experience when I was in school where, you know, I just didn't fucking want to make friends because everyone fucking hated me and I didn't trust anyone. That was a big one. I just did not trust anyone at all. And because of that, I just avoided as much human contact as possible because I never wanted to be hurt by someone ever again, and I didn't want to hurt another person ever again and make that mistake because I would either push too far or I would let them in too much. You know what I mean? I never knew the boundary thing, which is very important. Anyway,
and it's not so different from people I know who spend all day watching streams or videos. And that's not to say that spending time online is always bad or that there aren't great things that can come of your time spent in these online communities, because there certainly are.
And then over time, it's like I was part of a bunch of groups. I found a bunch of amazing people. I ended up incredibly luckily meeting an amazing like group of streamers. It got to the point where we've met together like at least 10 times easily. We go to conventions
now
together.
This shit's cool.
I realized that the
this
names
shit's
behind
fucking.
The
this is
turn
like
into an actual real life friend. There's no difference.
It's
between
awesome
real
when
life
that
friend
happens.
and like name on screen. You can reach the same level of intimacy.
Forming meaningful relationships online is possible. I myself have made many good friends after spending years of my life in various online communities. I've even met friends in...
Hey, I had a dude come fucking choke me out too. I had one of those guys, yeah.
Person many times who live thousands of miles away, and some of my closest friends are online.
He was a big boy.
But admittedly, forming long-lasting relationships can be difficult. The physical distance between people online will always add an extra layer of separation. In my own life, where I work and communicate with others online, it's a daily struggle to balance time spent looking at screens and time spent in the present. Underlying the issue of online parasocial relationships is a global shift in human communication that no one was prepared for. The world has changed so much, but people have not. We still seek out communities, companions, and camaraderie.
We can't keep up with all this fucking
The social opportunities that were once afforded to the previous generations have all but eroded away. Social gatherings, public venues, and face-to-face interactions that were once the foundations of community are rapidly fading away in place of more logistically efficient methods. The people and places of the past are the virtual friends of viewers today. Humans themselves are slowly being ridden out of the equation. The great challenge...
And just wait until you can have a fucking AI just talk to you. You don't even have to have another human. You can just have a fucking... a group of AI friends that you just, you know, you voice chat with. They don't exist. They play games with you. They have real voices, but they're just a computer. Just wait. They're coming. Give it 50 years. Wait. That's gonna be creepy because you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna start with sex robots, obviously. That's what every great fucking innovation in human history always started with, was something either to kill someone with or something to fuck someone with, you know what I mean? So fuck, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, the sex robot, sorry. So when we get to that point, when we perfect, you know, sex robots or androids, or think like Detroit Become Human, like something like that, pretty close to perfection. No one is gonna be lonely. No one is going to have that fucking lack of social intimacy or interaction. I mean, in a sick way, I think that would be a net benefit for society because, like, the mental energy of those people would be heightened. I don't know, I'm getting way off, but you know what I mean?
Of technology and our time is in emerging from the chasm
The video's
of
almost done.
isolation,
We're almost
which is
there.
so
Lady
easy
Crystalia,
to
how's it
fall
going?
into, and instead form connections that we can find meaning in.
We have no Great War, no Great Depression. Our Great War is a spiritual war. Our Great Depression is our lives.
Topics like this interest
Yep.
me because for years
God, I love
I've
that fucking
experienced
line.
what I'm talking about, and I know many others who have as well.
We're
I've
watching
been a
the
viewer, I've
Parasocial
even been
Problem
a
of live
streamer,
streaming.
but I find the most meaning
And we're just
in
finishing
making
it up,
these
unfortunately.
kinds of
He
videos,
came in at a shit
even
time.
if it takes the most amount of time and effort.
That's
to
like,
do.
holy
I
shit,
don't
it's
have any
2 a.m.?
sponsors. I actually think that they cheapen the
Wow,
message
I didn't know it was
of
that
a
late.
good
I thought it was
video,
like midnight.
So I might as well sponsor myself. I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to all the patrons who support me, which you can see here. And I would also like to thank everyone I interviewed: Mizkif, Asmongold, Connor, Kazooie Girl, Bobber, Ant Plays, Zaz, Poco, and Peter. I will be uploading some of these interviews to
Do you think that one day usernames and people's real life names are gonna start merging? Do you think that we're all just gonna become internet aliases? Like that's what we're gonna be more known for than our actual like real identities, like our first name, last name? You know what I mean? Like, do you think eventually are we going to integrate with society, or is society going to integrate with technology so greatly that now this is our reality? It's creepy, but it could happen. It could happen, and that's fucked up, dude.